Hi, this is Chris. I have a little thrift haul here today. This is actually some items that I purchased in February when I went up to the city, and I went to two different thrift stores up there. I previously recorded this in February and stuck it in my file, so I thought I would bring it out today and share it with you. So stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. Today I have a thrift haul. I went to two thrift stores up in the city. The first one was Goodwill. Our Goodwill isn't that great of a resource for crafters, but I managed to find a little something. So the first thing I found were these two books, Webster's 21st Century Guide to Speech, Style, and Grammar, and Q's Computer Users Dictionary. So these aren't all that thrilling, but I like the covers, and I want to make a miniature lap book out of them. So I want to, they'll go this way. That way I can keep the cover. I can put something over this, but I have this really pretty gold embossed, and the backs are so pretty. And those were $3 each. But they're in good condition. Then I got this book on roses. I was looking for something with illustrations, but this has photographs, but there are some really pretty photographs in this one. And I'm doing some journals on certain flowers, and rose is one of them. And even this front image on the black background is really pretty. Wild roses. And then there's quite a few photographs on white backgrounds, like this one here. These could be fussy cut and used in several places. So I'll just go quickly and pick out some of the pretty roses. And there's pretty little illustrations too from history. And here's a historical painting from 1640. Well, let's see. Flowers in a Glass Vase by Jacob van Walskapel, who was born in 1644 and died in 1727. I'm going to zoom in on this and see if I can show you some of the detail of this painting. Get the glare off of it. The little butterfly or cabbage moth. There's a little fly. There's a ladybug. There's a beetle. There's a snail. There's another butterfly. That's pretty amazing. There's a pretty one right there. And look at that one. That could be pretty, just cutting out one of the roses. And this one. This is actually right here a botanical illustration, and they put real roses on the illustration, then photographed the whole thing to show how realistic the illustration is. There's a pretty one. So see, there's lots in here. It's not too glossy. It's a kind of a matte semi-gloss. And so I got that from the Goodwill. That was $2.99 also. And then this I got at the Goodwill. These are, two of these are fabric samples. They're the same fabric sample, but I think that's so pretty. I'm not even a red-orange person, but I just love this. This is so beautiful. I think this would, you could get maybe 4 journal covers out of this. And it was a sample, memo, sample, please return in 30 days. It's cotton and viscose, and it's called Summer. But I don't know if there's a date or when it was made. It comes out of Bayshore, New York. But I thought that was pretty. And they had 2 of those. And then they had 2 of these little valance curtains. And I'm actually thinking I might put these in my kitchen. I really like these. And if not the kitchen, then my bathroom. But it's one curtain, but it's very long. So it'll fit one window. It'll fit the window in my breakfast nook. So that was my Goodwill haul. And if I decide not to use it as a curtain, it would make a pretty journal cover too. Those pretty flowers. So the next store I went to was a local, I should say, a local charity. And there were these 2 little stencils, this one with a Southwest design by Ralph Lauren called Rio Grande, and then this one by Fiskars. It's called Sampler, or is a sampler, but it has so let me get a piece of paper or something, maybe you can see it better. Nope. It doesn't work. But here, I like this. This has 2 little hands right there. 2 little hands. And some flowers, and a butterfly, and a dragonfly, and some leaves and petals and geometric forms. So those were 49 cents for the pair. This store always has a lot more items. I found this bag of Fitbit wristbands. I just broke my Fitbit wristband and bought a new one online, this little blue flowered one. And then I found all these Fitbit wristbands. So I thought, well, I should have those just in case the one I bought breaks eventually. So there's a whole bunch of those, so that was $2.50. That's not a craft item. And I found this bag of wooden spools with thread on them. I thought that was cool. And then I found a bunch of fabrics or doilies and all kinds of things. So this was $3. Thought that was pretty. And this cute little one, the little embroidery on it, that was $2. Some of the embroidery has worn out with time. So that could be, I would say, 30s or 40s. And here's another. It has some little spots on it, but I can clean it up. That was $3. Here's a nice chunky one, which has all these nice chunky flowers on it. That was $2.50. Here's a spiral, a nice large spiral. That one was $3.50. You know, I keep thinking these prices are high, but you know, they have to raise their prices along with inflation if they're going to be able to support their staff and their charity. And these are all in beautiful condition. This was $6. This is what would be called an antimasticator set, if I pronounce that right. Antimasticator. And masticator was a hair cream that men used in the early 20th century. And it tended to get very greasy. If you remember those pictures from the Roaring '20s of the slicked back hair, well, that hair cream would get on the furniture. And so this larger one was made to go against the back of a chair where a man might rest his neck and the back of his head. And then these went to match it on the arms of the chair to help keep it clean. And I remember my grandmother telling me about antimasticator sets. It's a strange word. And here's a pretty embroidery with iris on it. And one of the books I'm doing is going to be iris. So it's really pretty embroidery on both ends. There's a small iris here with maybe a sunflower. Not sure what those are supposed to be. It looks machine done. And that was $4. I think I bought everything they had, just about. Except there were some that were duplicates, so I didn't buy duplicates. But here's a $2.50. It's stained, but it's got these cute little roses in the front and these pretty little edging here. And then this was a set of 2 round cloth trimmed with crochet. Oh, it's 3 pieces for $6. So there's 3 of those. And then I got a book on perennials. And it has some nice line drawings. It has some nice little illustrations. And some nice photographs. These could be painted in and colored in. And Lily, that's one of the flower books I'm going to do, is Lily. And here's some more iris. And then this book, Basic Gardening Illustrated by Sunset. This has some color pencil drawings in it. A lot of little line drawings. The bugs, insects, trees, pruning. And then here are some illustrations. Some rose illustrations. Some fruit illustrations. And then a whole bunch of flower illustrations. This one was from, let's see here. the latest copyright is 1981. And this one, 1978. Oh, almost forgot. I found a little corner rounder punch. Mine's getting kind of dull and doesn't cut real good, so I was happy to find that. And then we have some more stuff. So this is all paper goods. These are thank you cards with envelopes. There's quite a few of those. And then here's just a bag of envelopes. Hallmark stationery, it says on them. Here are some more thank you cards with some purple envelopes. Little bear, that's cute. And then here's some note cards, blank note cards, with some green envelopes and red envelopes. I wonder if the red envelopes belong to there, because they don't really go with that purple. They might have been from another set. And then this was a correspondence kit. And inside it has, let's see, this whole bag I think was $2 for all those envelopes that I just showed you. This was $1.50. And it came with black envelopes, and then these silver cards, and these white cards, and somebody already used it, and they had a couple of these of their prints left over. So what you do is you would print out your card and then put it on the silver card as a mat with these little adhesive dots, and then you would mail them in the black envelopes to make a nice presentation. So only 2 of those are printed, the rest are blank. And so it came with those dots, and then it came with these silver circle seals for sealing the envelope, and then it came with these return address labels, or you could put the addressee or the return address on those labels, I guess. So there's lots of things in there that are useful. And then I found this, these are stickers, these are wall stickers that you can just stick on your wall. And they look like they're already framed, and then you could peel them off when you want to change it. But there's 4 different images, and I thought those would be fun to work with. That was 50 cents. And then I found all these envelopes. I think there's about 30 in here. This was $2.50. And they're without a clasp. They're the lick and stick kind of envelopes, but they're a good size. They would be cool in a journal, that size. So that is my haul from the thrift stores this last weekend. And I usually budget $20 per visit, and it just about evened out. I think I spent about $40 in 2 thrift stores, so that was my budget. So thanks for watching, and come back again and see some projects that I will be doing with these items. Thank you. Bye-bye.